Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is time for round 2 of the semifinals. We've got GAB versus RSNC this evening. It's going to be the best of 3. I am Shock once again. Joining me is Spaz. What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Pretty keen for this fight. It's going to be a bit of a rivalry between two teams that know each other pretty well, so should be good.
All right, so if you guys missed it, last night was, I don't know how to say it, Spaz, incredible. I mean, that's really like the best word for the whole
Yeah,
thing. If you
it
guys,
was.
yeah, I mean, really, if you haven't had a chance to watch last night's matches, you have to because they really went. They went back and forth, especially Game 1 and Game 3. I won't spoil anything. It was absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I can't say enough for last night's matches, and I'm really, really hoping tonight goes the exact same way. So, GAB versus RSNC tonight. Starting off on Ganon's Southern Crossing, we saw this map get played, of course, last night. Just going over the map here from the top-down view, this is Ganon's Southern Crossing over on Hossin. And now you're seeing, once again, we have those Sunders, we have the west, we have the east side Sunder. It's that nice fairly symmetrical map. Of course, the east side Sunder has that it has that building kind of in between it, so might have a little bit more cover here and there. But otherwise, a fairly I don't know simplistic setup on Ganon's Southern Crossing. Doing the fly around here, I just want to show you guys kind of the map. One of the crucial points yesterday, Spaz, and I don't know if you were kind of seeing that too, but some of the crucial points yesterday actually happened on top of the roof with the battles between the light assaults.
Did that control for the roof really sort of bled onto the point really hard? Whoever had control of the roof just almost automatically got control of the entire building. It gave the teams a lot of control, and they did it really well. It's not easy to do because you can get control of that roof, but then converting that into something that's actually useful, it's easier said than done.
Absolutely. So, and that's the thing. We saw, those guys that were flying around like crazy yesterday on that roof. You saw really the dominant light assault yesterday from Dyer go absolutely nuts on this map. So there's a potential. I don't know. We'll go over the roster after this, but we'll see kind of who are going to be those light assaults player, who are going to be those factors coming in kind of the backside doors here from either team. There's really good flanking opportunities on the side doors from either side. So we'll see what happens there. And as far as Sunderer strength goes, I'm almost thinking the east side's a little bit better than the west, just because it's a little bit easier to breach this room. You have a few more options coming in from that east side Sunderer spot, which is what I'm looking at right now. This little breach here, you've got the double doors here and the one around the side, and you can go up on top of the roof and come down within the control room down over on this side. So I just think that side's going to be a little bit stronger to start from. So the team starting from that, expect a stronger performance in this first half. And then, of course, when they switch, expect this same strong performance from the other team in the second half. So going along here with the Ganon roster, and of course you're going to have to help me out with this one for the roster for tonight. from
Yeah.
from GAB, we have Chris, which I just like how just easy that is. Chris. We have Calopix. We have In Flames, Best Assassin. Of course, Kilos, who's another one of the admins of Farmers League here, and Solus is the GAB roster tonight. And now, I don't know too much about GAB. I know that they are undefeated in the season. Is this the best roster they can possibly come up with for this evening?
I mean, I think it probably is with the absence of myself because I'm
Sure.
definitely better than all of those guys.
Right.
That's a side note, but yeah, that is a really really strong team from these guys. These probably at least 5 of those guys have been in this throughout the entire series. Missed a game here and there. Flames is definitely he I think was in the first round, memory serves, but the rest of them have played from the start. Calipix has been the light assault and been really effective, really strong. Solus is the sniper for GAB, and he hasn't been afraid to pull out a bit of SMG infiltrator if the situation calls for it. But he's
Like
played
that.
really well. And then you've got Chris, who's going to be right up front. He puts up a crap ton of points just because he's always pushing up the front. Flames plays a sort of similar style, and then you're going to have Kilos and Best Assassin sitting back, who are probably the better shooters, a lot better accuracy. but
Okay.
they will really punish people, and they'll be looking for Chris and Flames to be their front line.
And that right there, of course, 5-minute warning. So we still have a bunch of time to kind of talk about RSNC, who is the NC Alpha. This is a VS versus NC matchup. So we get to see kind of that dynamic tonight. Now, RSNC sporting a very interesting roster. I know a lot of people have been talking about the arrival of a certain player on this roster, but RSNC having Ching, Goat's Cheese, Luke. I'm just going to call him Luke X tonight. Or just Luke.
Yeah, just Luke.
I'm not even going to try
with
that. Luke 13. No, just Luke. And of course we have GABA, which is all the hype right now. GABA hype. I don't want to, give him too much because apparently he's been saying I've been hyping him up way, way too much. But you know what? You got to get over those nerves. When you're that good, you got to get over those nerves and you got to go for it and just live that, right? So GABA. 202 RSNC, he is there tonight to play for them. This guy is apparently a beast, and I want to see it. He's going to go mad mode tonight. Now, Beyond Ninja and Red Banjo, and what can you tell me about this team, aside from GABA, because, of course, I have hyped him up already.
Yeah, really strong team. Really strong team. These guys finished 4th at the end of the season and probably a little bit unlucky to fall that low. The top 4 were really close together. Really could have swapped around in almost any order. Ching is obviously their leader. He's going to be the guy directing the troops from the front. He'll be playing the heavy assault role. Goat's Cheese and Luke also, I would say, would be in heavy assault roles. GABA is a bit of a wild card. They don't... Okay. I mean, he's a plug-and-play player that you can put him on any role and he's going to do really well. He's an extremely strong heavy, but an exceptional light assault, an exceptional sniper. He can do anything. If I had to pick it, I'd say Red Banjo is probably going to be the infiltrator. GABA may come out as the light assault, possibly.
Oh, wow, okay.
He may just stay as the heavy assault. But they really need someone to tangle with Calipix, and Calipix has shown throughout the season that he's really strong. I think from that roster, the only person that I would bank on actually going 1-for-1 or better with Calipix would be GABA. So they've got a tough decision to make there because he is probably their best heavy assault, but at the same time, he's probably the best in any role that they plug him into. He's a pretty good player.
So would you say for like each team, we were kind of talking about last night, sort of that X factor player. Would you say for GAB, it would be Calopix? Would he be that kind of X factor for them?
I think it has to be, yeah. I think from the light assault play that we saw yesterday especially, we saw Captain Thirsty just absolutely man mode Nine Fingers in the first match. Couldn't compete. Nine Fingers could not control that rooftop, especially in the first half, and it really, really hurt Jugger. They swapped Yod in, and all of a sudden it was a different team. We saw what happened on that second map. It was just a complete change, complete different team. So they really just can't put someone up there that's not confident to be able to go head-to-head with Calipix. If they do, it's going to be on Calipix to push that advantage. If they give him someone that's not up to his level, he needs to punish them for it.
Sure. So
yeah, I would definitely say he's the man to watch.
Yeah, he seems like it. So I definitely await the light assault play on the roof. That's for sure this evening. For RSNC, you're already been kind of talking about GABA a little bit, being that X factor player, not really knowing where he's going to be placed. But is there somebody else from RSNC who could really just change the course of this game for them?
Yeah, Ching. Ching's the next man to watch. He loses a little bit of luster up against GABA, but that doesn't mean that he's not an exceptional player himself. He is really, really good. He has put up an absolute monster of points every match. He's had a few guys in his team that have sort of let them down. They're not playing tonight, so they've got probably one of their better rosters, but he has put up an absolute ton of points. Just good. Always up there, always up front. So I expect to see him right up the front and killing absolutely everything. And he's easy to spot in the shadow camo too.
All right. Well, we are a minute out now from the start of the first half, so I have rolled the script, and here we are. I'm going to actually be looking at this beautiful Sunderer here. Look at this camo. I love that. Really, really decorative, and that's got to be, the work of Chris, right? Or that's Ching. That's the work of Ching. Yep. All right.
He's the bright yellow cowboy hat wearing bloke.
So we're going to see some interesting camos tonight from what I've heard. I know Chris was talking about having a couple of interesting camos that he's got up his sleeve for this evening. So can't wait. Guys spending money on Jaeger server, pay to win, of course, all those hashtags and whatnot. But we are about 10 seconds away from the beginning of Game 1, the semifinals. And here we go. Bright yellow camo is off first. We got 14:59 left in the first half, which means we are not going to have any technical difficulties with our script. At least I hope so to start this thing off. And here we go. Going down the lane here. This little lane sometimes gets a pick or two, but it looks like it's not going to happen today. They're going straight into the building, and the initial volley of frag grenades and every other sort of grenade is going off right now. Little kill there, and Kilos actually gets a trade kill there. GABA getting the first blood. GABA getting another kill right away for RSNC, and it's 6-5 right now. And it looks like on the point was Best Assassin, but he's going to retreat a little bit away from that on small stair. He's going to go 1v1 there. He gets Ching down with the help from Solus, and it looks like to start it off, GAB is now on that point, secured. They have won the initial volley over RSNC. GABA in there getting 2 kills right away.
Yeah, GABA's in the heavy assault role, so they put Goat's Cheese in the light assault. There was no tangle on the roof between Goat's Cheese and Calopix. Calopix also sporting the palm camo, but they've had no real back and forth. Calopix came down into the point room and helped the team push.
Yeah, and I definitely saw that too. So point flipping now, it's not going to matter too much until there's about 2 minutes left on the point, because this has to strip away from the TR influence, which is a neutral base at the moment. So watching this now, we're seeing a couple kills going back and forth. Nothing too aggressive though from RSNC. It's 12-9, still remaining fairly close. We're seeing the scores kind of creep up for a couple players here, and right there we get Beyond. He is coming right in. Beyond Ninja gets a nice Cyclone kill on In Flames, and he's got a 2-1 to deal with, though. He does go down to Best Assassin, unable to get a trade there, but he does take one of them down, and here comes GABA. He is going to be taken down by Best Assassin. Best Assassin with a double kill on GABA and his friend. So nice job there from Best Assassin, able to defend that point. A little snipe going off there. The Sasser on Chris. Chris going down hard with that that kind of white camo he's got on there. So still a little resilient play from RSNC. That looked like a bit of an attempt at a push earlier, but it wasn't like a full thing there. It seemed only about 3 players pushed into that point from RSNC.
Yeah, definitely giving GAB a bit of respect. They don't want to push in, but they've got to pick now. GAB just picked off In Flames, so now might be the time that they go.
And Kilos picking off Ching, and now a little 1v1 there. Beyond Ninja goes down, but Goat's Cheese is able to finish off Calopix. He did come down and get a nice little sneaky kill to kind of take a little bit of pressure off of this point push that's going to inevitably happen from RSNC. See Ching flying by our screen there in that beautiful camo that he's currently wearing. I'm going to take a look at the roof here. Goat's Cheese sitting up there from RSNC. He's going to get a nice kill on Calopix, and if he actually goes down behind right now, he could have free reign.
There he goes.
His team pushes, and there he goes. He's going down behind, but he does get spotted right away. He's going to go straight back up to the roof, almost getting his head chopped off by the by the roof kind of like inserts there. Yeah,
he's got 3 kills on Calopix so far though, Goat's Cheese, so he's doing well and shutting him down.
He's doing exactly what he needs to do, but the heavies on the bottom are not doing what they need to do against. Look at Chris down there. He has done extremely well against the pushes. He's got 10 points right now for GAB. He is their star player at the moment. See some infiltrator play here from RSNC, but still nothing that RSNC has put together thus far has been able to really, get them anywhere. They haven't been able to push the bottom. They keep getting picked, and there's a pick from Calopix, double kill on Luke X and Ching. That's going to completely shut down their entire rush. Calopix, that X Factor player we were talking about, and look at that, 40-21. The point is flipping in their favor, and another kill from In Flames, and it's just going all GAB's way at the moment with 10:45 left in the first half. Let's see what RSNC
they got 40 seconds on the point, so if RSNC wants to push on it, they got to do it quick.
Yeah, they do. And look at the setup that GAB has in here. They've got a guy on top of 2 guys on top of Big Stair. They've got 2 guys on the bottom, kind of one standing behind the boxes. It's a nice little setup. It's going to be real tough. Any RSNC player that's going to try to come around a corner is definitely going to get shot in the back, and that's really that's the setup right here. That's exactly why they've got this set up, so they can get that guy, get that crossfire down from a few angles. It's really, really tough to play against that. That's a nice pick by GABA. GABA's going for the double kill. He gets it, but he does go down. to Best Assassin. This could be a chance right now to push, but it's not going to be enough. Got any competition? GAB gets the point cap. GAB. Very cheeky name there from them. I like that. 75-27. GAB up over RSNC. They need to get something together, and you kind of see little, I don't know, waves of potential here from RSNC, but just nothing that's been put together.
Strong push coming though. They're just man-loading onto this point.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't even stop.
They're like, all right, we're just going to run here. This guy's going to get 2v1. Here we go. In Flames going down easily to GABA. Ching gets a kill with a Cyclone on Kilos, and here we go. Point flip in the works. 9:19 left to go, and maybe this was RSNC's plan all along. Like, let's let them have the first one. And there's another nice kill from GABA. GABA doing work right now. He's got 11 points for RSNC. They need to get that point flipped soon. 9:03 left, but if they can do that, it's 40 points for this resecure. So who knows? I mean, RSNC needs 40 points. I'll tell you that right now. They're about 40 points down at the moment.
In theory, easier to hold the point from the Sundra spawn that they've got on the southern side. So they should be able to lock this down.
Yeah, they should. But Best Assassin's going to get a kill there. He's going to get a double kill, but he does TK Kilos. And then goes down to Ching with the Cyclone. Nice job there from Ching with his beautiful cowboy hat camo. And what is that? The French flag almost on his arm. He is just swagged out.
That's Italian.
Is that Italian? I couldn't tell. I saw it flash by me pretty quickly. But anyway, Ching is swagged out like crazy at the moment.
Now they're starting to get some good kills back and forth.
Yes, they are. Now, see, RSNC maybe just had a couple jitters. You have those sometimes, especially in this level of competition. So they're working them out. They're getting themselves into a groove. I mean, you see them start to catch up now. It's 80-45. They've got 3 minutes left on the point cap, 8 minutes left in the match. They're in a pretty good spot right now just to, you know, put some pressure on GAB. But GAB getting a double kill there with Kilos. Ching taking down Kilos, but exchanging the kill. And here comes one coming in. Chris exchanging there with Beyond Ninja. I don't know how many players there are left here from RSNC. There aren't any. So here comes the point flip now from GAB coming in. 7:35 left to go. That's going to be detrimental for sure for RSNC. They need to get something together, and they cannot push one at a time. Ghosting GABA was Solus. What a shot there from him. He actually just 1v1'd Solus as an infiltrator, and he's going to try to get another one here on Beyond Ninja, but Beyond Ninja smartly going to go retreat around the corner. And what is going on down here with Ching? He was like humping the corner, attempting for a Cyclone kill. He gets it. He is maybe going to... Ooh, Chris gets him, and he actually gets away with it, too. Chasing now is Luke, but Luke's going to go down, and it looks like a giant game of cat and mouse somehow, and Goat's Cheese gets Kalopix from behind, but kind of a weird little interaction that just happened down there between a couple of those players. But a solid push coming in here from RSNC. They're going to be looking at the point here. 1v1, Best Assassin wins that with his Orion, but he gets sassered right after that from Red Banjo, who we haven't heard much from yet, although he does have 10 points in this match. Ching sitting with 18 on RSNC, GABA with 13. Those are kind of the heavy hitters at the moment. And a little bit of a push happening right here. We got an infiltrator. I don't know if he sees him. He does. Luke's going to go for him. He gets it.
Wow, and then a flank from shorts there from Ching.
Yeah, look at
that's
Ching.
A point cap.
So maybe that's why Ching kind of like randomly sits in corners. Who knows? It's hard to tell because that was a weird
corner
thing.
Humping goes right.
Right, exactly. That's why Ching, I mean, Ching is a really good flanker. He's got that ability to like kind of read the situation, and then he just comes in from behind and makes really good plays. So he's a really heavy-hitting player for RSNC, and that's nice to see from them. You know, as I said, this team looks like they've almost got it together against GAB. They just need a little bit more coordination and maybe just to work the jitters out a bit.
Yeah, GAB aren't really giving them an opportunity to do that either, which is smart from their behalf. They're not leaking in one by one. They're saying, okay, points gone, whatever, as Solus just destroys GAB. That was crazy.
Yes,
that was. Reaction time and a half.
Just corner.
But now we see they're pushing in as a team. That point secure was so easy. So easy.
It really was, and it looks, I mean, it's almost like RSNC just gave that to them. I mean, very, very easy push there from GAB.
Yeah.
Excellent
People just
job.
seem to melt.
Yeah, they did. They melted very, very quickly. at the hands of Chris, and that wonderful snipe on Gabba, that like 360 no scope. He just came around the corner and said bye bye. Gabba with a nice kill there. Solus again with a ghost kill on Beyond Ninja. Wow, he is
a really, really aggressive sniper, and sometimes this hurts him. If he's up against a team, say Jugger, where you've got Exocet in your face, you're probably going to get killed a lot more times, but he's always been a really close-range, aggressive sniper.
So Gabba with a nice pick there on Solus. Ching gets a kill on Kalopix, and this is going to be their opportunity to push. Here they come. Ching going down there, but Luke's able to finish that kill off on In Flames, and they are now on Small Stair. They still have a little bit of time left in this first half to still possibly take this point, but one of their players going down there, that was Gabba going down to Best Assassin. He actually traded with him there.
Did trade, yeah.
So going down, that's going to maybe hurt them if GAB can get a push together soon. They only have about 2 players on the point, RSNC does, so we'll see what transpires from that. 3:28 left on the point right now. GAB is up, but again, a point flip would put this right back in it for RSNC, and now GAB has to have a nice push, has to dislodge them. Grenades initially going off, a couple of concussion grenades. Here goes Kilos. He's going to come down the small stair now. Nobody's there. He's going to try to get a 1v1 kill against Beyond Ninja, and he does. He does go down, though. Luke kills him. And I don't even know where Luke is right now. Oh, there's Luke. He's sitting behind the wall there, but he does go down to Best Assassin. And again, giving up that point is RSNC. Here comes
the backup.
Yeah, they're just giving those points up, and they have to stop doing that. I mean, that's one of the big things that's hurting them, because right now it looks like RSNC has started to just kind of even out right now in kills. Like, they've been down by about the same margin for the last 5 or 10 minutes, or 5 or 6 minutes. And, you know, if they would have held that early on, that would have been great, but unfortunately, they haven't been able to do that. So, you know, now they're kind of like getting into their own element, and what they have to start thinking about now with 2:58 left is the next round. Start kind of locking it up. Don't get too many kills. You know, Luke gets a nice kill there on Solus, and there's Kalopix just like all over the place right now.
Yeah, Luke managed to put down Solus, but Solus just before that picked off 2 guys consecutive headshots in the space of 3 seconds. Gabba and Beyond Ninja.
Man, that's
Ghost G, sorry.
Just absolutely
really well.
Devastating player, especially when stuff like that happens. It really does, you know, just damper your team's ability to get anything done when you have something going on like that. So facility defended, of course, that's not worth any points. It just pops up on my screen. Here's Goat's Cheese. He is on the top. I'm going to watch the roof play now from him to see what he is going to be capable of, if anything.
An aggressive push.
There. Yes, they do.
Gabba's going to get a kill. Avenges Luke there.
And here we go, a couple of kills going off. Gabba gets a TK, though, on Beyond Ninja. Beyond Ninja gets a double kill, so that volley is is completely offset. And here comes from behind Ching, his normal style, just walking in from behind and getting it done. But he's unfortunately unable to get a Cyclone kill here. He was going to go for a 1v1, but he is going down from behind. He's going to attempt to pick Chris off. Oh. Chris has to run away. He's chugging medkits right now. Ching does get him down, but he does go down to In Flames. And what a position to die in. That's a kind of a romantic thing going on right there.
Yeah, that's a little bit amorous.
Right, yeah.
I wouldn't put it past those 2 either.
Oh, I'm sure not. So interesting little exchange there. But moving on, I mean, we're about a minute left in the first half. It's 154-98. GAB up by a lot. We're looking at some of the players here. Kalopix being that player that you were talking about earlier. He's got 30 points. He's a huge factor for GAB at the moment. Chris with 28. The rest of those guys in GAB, very even in kills and total points overall. So they're doing a really, really good job of just spreading it all out. Kilos has gotten on the roof now as a heavy assault, which can always lead to fun times. He's just chucking grenades right now at Ching, trying to get him down, but Ching does escape with his yellow-clad life.
Yeah, unlucky there. Kilos didn't kill him. I thought he was going to go down, but
yeah,
manages to survive.
So right now we're kind of looking at RSNC's scores, and Red Banjo with only 8 points at the moment, you know, needs to kind of pick that up. Of course, I mean, that's the thing. You're playing against a team like GAB. You need every player to fire on all cylinders.
You do.
RSNC,
And you look at the Solus on the other side, doubled his score. And that's his opposite number. That's sniper on sniper score.
GABA gets the ending kill, ending frag on Kalopix. Very nice job there. Kalopix unable to take down Ching there, and that's the end already. Can't even believe it, of our first half. That has just gone by so quickly, I feel like. So, I mean, there it is, folks. We've got 162 to 110. A first half that it kind of had its excitement, but it also had just GAB really fully in control the entire time. So, what does RSNC need to do? I mean, you look at these net scores, and Red Banjo has actually got the best net score on RSNC, despite only having 8 points. He's 4-4 right now, so it's not like he's giving kills up. But is he being effective enough by doing much? That's the thing. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's very active at the moment, and you kind of need that. You need a player that's going to be a little bit more active for RSNC to get those pushes right against GAB, because GAB right now, they seem to just be taking points with impunity against RSNC. You're seeing the entire team from GAB has a positive net score, and that does not look good for the team you're playing against.
No, it doesn't. And I know you asked, what does RSNC need to do? I don't know. There's no clear answer there. You look at their scores across the board, they're not that bad. They're really not. But their point control is just been really subpar. So if anything, it's got to be point control. But you look now, they're going to the side, they're spawning from the northern side, and that side has less point control than the one that they had. And they weren't effective at all, except for maybe 2-3 caps where they got a minute on the clock out of 4 minutes, and that was it. And then they were pushed off with seeming really, really ease. Like it was too easy almost for GAB. So I don't know. They've got to control the point better. How they do that, I don't know. Maybe we start looking and thinking about maxes or something out of the box.
They need something that, you're right. Something that's going to be, kind of a strong point for them, like a max. A max might help them just getting in there, but of course, a max, if it gets killed, that's 5 points that goes to the enemy team. So, how much it's going to help, that's kind of, it's up to you to kind of determine that. But if a max is going to help them secure that area, maybe even secure the small stairs, that absolutely could be a determining factor in just holding the point a little bit better, because that's what RSNC needs to do. And it's interesting because with RSNC, you see flashes of brilliance from them. You see those flashes of these guys can for sure run against GAB, but they just kind of like fall short in the moments that it really counts. So, watching that, and GAB just seems to be playing consistently all the way through. So we need to see just a little bit stronger of a performance from RSNC, a stronger holds on the points, stronger killing, stronger one-on-ones, a lot of things like that from RSNC in order for them to get back into this. And I really think they can get back into this. They just need a stronger, I don't know. The word escapes me, right?
Yeah, they don't have to do that much different. They just have to be a little bit better. It's not like the difference here is magnanimous, where you're talking a complete crap team versus an absolute star-studded lineup. These guys are all really even. You look at -4, -2, -6, -6. That's not that bad. Really, it's not that bad. The only thing was that point control. These guys have been trading pretty evenly. So if they can swap around the scores, take what GAB scored in this round, put it on the RSNC side, which is very, very doable, and get into point capture somehow. They've got to figure out how to get a point capture. Then they're right in this game. They're not out of it by any means. And like you said, they lost it and got behind early, but then they sort of maintained it. They might have been jitters, might have been a little bit of nerves, but they never really fell further and further behind, which is a good thing. Good thing to see.
No, they absolutely didn't. So that's our cue right there for a minute to go until we start half number 2 of game number 1. So I'm going to start on the same side. This time I get to watch the GAB players start, or GAB players start, as the day-night cycle shifts right in front of our eyes there. I always like that when that happens. So GAB...
It's the small things.
Right, it's the little things for me. I'm like amused like a toddler. And 30 seconds to go here on, again, half 2 of game number 1. GAB versus RSNC. This is Farmers League Briggs semifinals. Last night, of course, we saw a team go on to the finals. This is to get to the grand finals next Friday. And here we go. I thought I was on cue there, but I'm probably not. There it is. And off goes GAB out of their Sunderer. We have, it looks like a light assault, an infiltrator, and the typical 4 heavy setup from GAB coming out hard. We see that lane assassin kill right off the bat on Chris from Red Banjo, and that's the start that RSNC needs to get. Beautiful shot from Red Banjo. You love to see those initial opening kills. Fantastic, and here we go. This is definitely gonna hurt. RSNC's got to come in there with a head of strength, and they have. They're coming in on the small stairs. Shooting Rockets going after him. Goat Cheese gets a GD7F kill. Ching gets a kill. One guy goes down. All of them go down. Best Assassin getting a kill here.
Chris is back, though.
He is back. We got 2 guys left from GAB, and we're going to see what happens around the corner. 1v1 there. Gabba takes him down. Best Assassin is down. Gabba is able to do it, and they secure the point. What an amazing opening from RSNC. Gabba with another kill on Chris. He's like solo holding the point right now.
He is. He is going real man mode at the moment. They didn't know where he was.
Gabba was the all-star of that point hold right there, and of course, it all happened with that opening kill from Red Banjo on Chris. Love to see that start.
Advantage, though, for GAB now.
Yes, it is. But coming back in, RSNC, they have that high ground now against GAB. In flames, they're throwing some conch grenades out. I'm going to avoid that conch grenade right there as best I can. And here they go. They're going to push into the control room. They're going to try to get him down. Gabba does go down on the point, though, to Solus. And here they go. The point may be free. It is. The infiltrator is going to take it out. That is Solus taking that down. What a start we had to start this round off. RSNC showing us how strong they really are.
Oh yeah, talk about action-packed. That was great. Like from the very start, that opener from Red Banjo, finally someone gets that snipe down the hallway.
It's like what I pray for before I go to bed at night. I'm like, please, somebody get an opening frag in Farmers. And it just happened. I don't think I've ever seen it happen before in any of the North American games I cast, and it's finally happened. Thank goodness. So anyway, In Flames getting a kill on Gabba. Best Assassin taking down Red Banjo. That Orion going nuts right now. In Flames and Best Assassin securing that control room. Able to secure the short stairs once again. And this point area...
Look at Callow above the roof.
Callow above the roof. Yep, he is harassing like he's designed to do as that light assault. So we're kind of watching this dynamic happen between, and they're going to attempt to wall jump this. There goes Luke X. He's going to go up to the top of the roof as a heavy. But on the side there, that's Chris. Nice move from him. Jumping away to avoid the fire. Ching's going to say, you know what, I'm just going to go after this guy. I'm not going to look up. And here's the one-on-one. Ching taking down Chris, but then going down to Kalo.
That works in GAB's favor. They've got the point. They just need to play for time at the moment.
I mean, that's all they're doing. I mean, you look at Ching. He's going for that, like, almost... oh, here we go. So we have a push coming from the top of the roof now from RSNC. A couple guys up there. We got a light assault, a heavy assault. Let's see what they're going to do, if they're going to be able to coordinate. But there's 2 guys there to meet him from GAB, including their deadly infiltrator, Solus, who has had several headshot picks tonight that have been brutal on RSNC. Looking into the control room here, we see a push from Ching. He's going to be followed up by Gabba. And these are their 2 most devastating heavy players from RSNC are coming in. But a lot of conch grenades go up. And we're going to see Gabba. He's going to come from behind. He could have a double kill opportunity here. He doesn't get any of them. And he goes down to Kilos. That is too bad.
Yeah, that was rough.
A little bit of a blundered push there from RSNC. Not what you want to see right there, huh?
No, it's not. They've lost control at this point after a really strong opener, but again, only neutral time taken off the clock, so it was effectively just helping GAB because they got back in quick, captured it, and utilized that time that RSNC saved them. And since then, they've absolutely locked RSNC out of this server room.
And this is what I talk about when I say the Eastern Sunday is an easier spawn. It's a better spawn for any team playing on it, because it's a little tougher to push the point room from the west side, which is what we're looking at RNC attempting to do right now. They have to dislodge guys from two different stairwells coming into these two narrow doorways here. It's very, very difficult. GABA getting a nice anchor kill on Inflames, and there's a beautiful EMP grenade, and here we go. There's going to be a push, but the point does go, unfortunately, for RSNC going down. That was a push that just happened a little bit too late. There was a couple of nice picks early, but it was not to be. And Callow picking up the VX67 on Luke X. And I almost think that RSNC's got two light assaults floating around right now, because I seem to see a couple guys on that roof at all times.
I think they wall jumped a heavy up there. Luke went up there.
Oh,
I'm
it was
not too
Luke.
sure if he's still...
Yeah, he keeps wall jumping that side over there.
Yeah.
I almost thought he was a light assault, but yeah, there he goes.
There he goes.
And Callow, he's looking, he's waiting for these two guys to come up. He is under patrol, but he does retreat smartly, knowing almost these two heavies and that third light assault are coming up on that roof. So 3 guys on the roof for RSNC. They're going to chase down Chris. He is going to go down easily to Luke. He just gets gunned. And GAB very aware right now of RSNC's positioning and tactics due to that motion
Gabba
spotter.
and Ching going in the back, though.
Here they go. Ching goes down, though, to Solus.
Gabba gets one.
Gabba gets one. Here he goes. He's coming in. Maybe. Oh, he's
waiting
over
for
here.
Shields, I think.
He is waiting for shields.
Here comes one.
And gets sniped in the head because he's standing still. Can't do that. Sniped
He's
in the
waited
head.
too long.
Yeah, he did. So Solus with a nice ghost kill on Gabba, effectively ending that entire flanking push from RSNC. It's 237 to 154. 8:25 left to go in this round in the semifinals of Farmers League Briggs.
Yeah, lead's starting to get a little bit bigger now. I mean, it's not way out there, but I think that it may be a point where RSNC absolutely needs to capture this point, and then they just need to have an absolute blitzing last half of this half.
Yes, they do.
It's almost getting out of reach territory now.
It really is. It's starting to creep on that. But one of the things that RSNC is needs to do right now is sort of learn from this game against GAB. What can they do next game? They've got to start thinking about, next map is of course Wokuk shipping. It's that close quarters map underneath. What can they do to win that? They need to be thinking about that right now, because that map's going to be do or die for them. If this keeps getting out of control like it is for them. They're almost down by 100 points now.
And really, we're talking Wokuk, we're talking Jackhammers and Scatmaxes. That's what we want to see. There have been some teams, I think it was Soka, the match that they played on Wokuk, they played against a strong team. I have a feeling it was Jugga, it was the mirror match. And they used shotguns so effectively. This is a team that did not win a single game all season, going up against an absolute powerhouse that's the only team so far that's in the grand final.
Right.
And they had some really, really solid point holds against them and pushed them out just with shotguns. When we've got teams that are so evenly matched, maybe the difference in the fact is you can't pull a Scatmax as VS. You don't have a Jackhammer. No. Those two things are the best in class, period, in close quarters.
Absolutely. And that's maybe what RSNC has to think about going into this next map, because as we've been saying, this map kind of getting out of their hands right now, getting out of control. They're down by a great margin of points, to GAB, and 6:24 left. Nice snipe there from Luke X on Callow. He does go down, but yeah, I mean they just need to start utilizing what their empire is good at, which is close quarters combat.
Exactly.
So on the roof now, we got a couple players. Luke X on his familiar role, standing on the roof as a heavy, and they're just going to be looking down now at the GAB Sunderer, seeing what they can do. Maybe just take out some of those guys that are spawning down that lane, and harass them a little bit, because that might help a little bit from that roof, from a possibly scoring point standpoint, because they need to come back. They need to take that point. They need to get 40 points. There's a lot of things that RSNC needs to do in the last 5:36 that I honestly don't think they can.
No, and I don't think so either. And they're almost falling into habits of. I don't know what they're doing or what their mentality is here, but this is the kind of formation that you would see when someone's just saying, okay, we've lost this match. We just don't want to give the opposition team any points. So that we score good points, they don't get the free kill opportunities. But that doesn't matter. This isn't a regular season game. This is a final. No. You've got to win the round, and all that matters is that W at the end.
Yes, it does. And you know, right now, if I were them, I would start just practicing. Start just saying, okay, let's practice against their players, because you know, let's see what we can do. Find some weaknesses right now. See what GAB is not doing well, and try to capitalize on them, so that we can possibly. Oh, wow, nice 1v1 win there from Callow. So that we can possibly get a nice secured opening round win on them on the next map, because they just need to figure out what's making GAB tick, what they can do, set some traps against them. And yeah, you're probably right about the shotguns, about what NC is good at. Use those scat maxes, man. Break them out.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, and it's really, you've got one window. You know, you fight a TR max, you fight a VS max. You've got a little bit of time. You can throw a rocket at him and then get around the corner and reload it by the time that he's around there, unless he charges you. With a scat max, you've got one shot and that's it. You've got to know that you're going to die when you peek that corner, so you better hit him.
Mm-hmm. So that's something that RSNC's got to be talking about now, got to explore. And now I'm just kind of watching these interesting flanks. We have a flank here coming in from Ching and GAB. Let's see what they can do with it. They are probably going to be spotted and known about at this point by GAB, but we never know. So another guy dropping in, that's Luke X. Let's see if the sniper goes off. Wow, a double kill right there. 2 Orion kills. Kilos and In Flames getting some kills. No kills, though, going off. And getting commissioned is Ching going down.
All 4 heavies for GAB were waiting. Just waiting for those 2 guys. They knew exactly who it was. They've tried that flank before, those 2 exact same guys. And they just waited for them, and they absolutely slaughtered them.
They were ready. GAB has this point room completely under control. There is just nothing RSNC can do. I mean, there's nothing they've been able to do this match to counter this. I mean, it's just so strong from GAB, and they just can't seem to trying to just be playing a team deathmatch at the moment, really. And with Ching and GAB, and here we go, a little 1v1 there. GAB getting a kill, and GAB now up to 50 points, so he is living up to his name. Unfortunately, his team is not following that trend.
Best Assassin's going for his record, so throughout the season we were sort of on the side as a side game tracking kill streaks. Best Assassin and Black Bullet are actually on the top with 13. Best is up to 9 so far. He's on a 9 kill streak. He's going to be running out of bullets soon.
Alright, so kill streak for Best Assassin. We are kind of watching that right now as Chris goes down to Luke, who is standing on the top of the roof again as a heavy. He was able to wall jump up there. And here Best Assassin gets number 10. Number 10 for Best Assassin, and I like these little mini games. Best Assassin, he is actually sitting a little aggressively in this room right now. Let's see if he can break that record. It's 13, you say, so does he have to get one more to get, he has to get 14?
Got to get 14 to beat it.
Alright,
so he's tied on 13 with Black Bullet, and he knows that number.
Oh, I'm sure he does. And let's see if Best Assassin truly is the Best Assassin. What can he do? Grenades going off right now. Best Assassin's like just staring at the wall because he's completely conked out of his mind. He's going to go for another kill here. Look at how careful he's being right now. He knows where he's at. There's a 11th kill from Best Assassin. That's number 11. Let's see if he can get it. There's 130 left in this map. And this is pretty much the only game we care about at the moment, because this game is definitely lost for RSNC. Game 1 now. Let's see if Best Assassin can win the kill spree. And now, does this have to happen in a single round, or can this happen?
Single round, yeah.
Single round.
It can go across 2 halves, but it's got to be in this round.
Okay, so Best Assassin going for it. He needs to get aggressive if he wants it, though. There's only a minute left to go. He needs 3 kills to break the all-time record for kill streak for Farmers League Briggs. Can he do it? I'm just going to watch him.
Good. He's still peeking.
He is peeking. He's looking for it. He wants. There could be a flank coming around here right now from RSNC. Let's see if he's looking for it. He's going to peek out. And there he goes. He's going for the 1v1. Kalopix gets the kill, though, on Beyond Ninja.
Kalopix BM.
Kalopix. Here we go. He's going for it now. He's getting shot at, but he goes down from Luke X.
Oh,
Luke X gets
it's
him.
all over.
He ran out of ammo. Oh no, the dream ends and he just stays there dead. He knows what happened.
What a cruel world.
Best assassin, unfortunately, cannot do it. 12 seconds to go here in game one. GAB is going to completely tie this one, or completely win game one in this series, in this best of three. And there it is, all over. 299, couldn't manage the 300 points to 200. GAB wins it. Nice job there from GAB on game one. And there we have it, folks. So, GAB winning, going up 1-0 in the series. And Spatch, I mean, we got a interesting map coming up next. So what we're gonna do? Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick little break. It's about 10 minutes long, and then we'll come back. We will start explaining the next map and the next round. So everybody, hang tight.